In this video, let's see the topic on scope and objectives of soil exploration. First of all, myself B. Chellapriya, Assistant Professor Civil, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology, Palkulam. So first one is soil exploration. So site investigation is done for obtaining the information the subsurface strata. The soil exploration consists of determining the profile of nature of soil deposit at the site by taking the soil sample and determining their physical properties of soil by conducting laboratory test and the in situ test. So objectives of site exploration or site investigation. The main objectives of site explorations are determining the nature of the deposit of soil, determining the depth and various layer of subsoil strata, to determine the location of groundwater, for determining the engineering properties of rock and soil strata, and determining the in situ properties by conducting a field test, and to select a suitable type of foundation, to find the bearing capacity of soil. Next, to determine the, that means estimate the maximum and probable differential settlement, to select a suitable soil improvement techniques, and to select a suitable construction equipment. Next one is purpose of soil exploration. Why it is needed for conducting a soil exploration means to determining the basic properties of soil such as compressibility, strength, etc. Next, to determine the extent and properties of material which are used for construction. Next, determining the condition of groundwater, and to analyze the causes of failure in existing work. Next, planning of subsurface investigation. Planning is an important factor. As a soil engineer in charge of any program, he should have knowledge in following steps, and he should be completely familiar with the kind of information required for investigation, such as knowledge on type, size and importance of the project, preparation of layout, preparation of borehole, selection of boring drilling, sampling equipment handling, and selection of personnel to supervise the field investigation, preparation of guidelines for laboratory testing for collected sample. Next, stages of subsoil investigation. There are 5 stages: recognize study, preliminary site exploration, detailed investigations, performance evaluation, preparation of report. First one is recognize study. Recognize study is done by a visual examination on the site. In preliminary site exploration, the approximate picture of the area are to be obtained. In detailed investigation, the detailed survey of the area are done by conducting the various tests. Next one, performance evaluations. So in performance evaluation, the further studying, instrumentation or performance evaluation of the site are to be done. And finally, last process is preparation of report. So the information gathered from these areas are to be mentioned report in finally. So first one is recognize study. So recognize study is also we can site recognize. It is the first stage of site investigation. In this stage, the visual inspection of the site is done and information about the topographical and geological features of the area. The main objectives of this phase of exploration is to obtain rough idea about the soil type. So, in site recognize, the general observations are made as follows. First one, presence of drainage, ditches or dumping yards, etc. Next one, location of groundwater table. For locating a groundwater table, when there is a nearby wells, we can see and we can observe the groundwater level. Next one, presence of springs, swamps, etc. And high flood level marks on the bridges, high rise building, etc. are to be observed. Next, presence of vegetation and nature of soil. Next one, past record of landslides, flood, shrinkage cracks, etc. on that regions. Observation of deep cut to know about the stratifications of soil, or to observation of settlement by knowing crack on the existing structures. So for conducting a recognized study, these are the normal observation we made on that. Next one is preliminary site exploration. In preliminary site exploration is carried out for small project, lightweight structures, highways, etc. The main objectives of preliminary exploration is to obtain an approximate picture of subsoil condition at low cost. Here, the soil sample is collected from the experimental boring and shallow pit, and simple laboratory tests such as moisture content test, density, compressive strength, etc. are to be conducted. In simple field tests such as penetration method, sounding method, geophysical methods are performed to get the data. And by conducting a primary site exploration, some of the general informations are obtained. That is, approximate value of soil strength, next position of groundwater table, depth and extent of various soil strata, soil composition, and engineering properties of soil in disturbed sample. Next one is detailed soil investigation. In detailed soil investigation, boring, sampling and testing is done to obtain the engineering properties of soil. In detailed exploration is preferred for complex project, that is major projects such as heavy load structures like dams, bridges, high rise building, etc. So in detailed soil investigation, the various field tests such as in situ vent shear test, plate load test, and laboratory tests such as permeability, compressive strength are to be conducted to get an exact value of soil properties. Next, performance studies and the study of the performance of that areas. And last one is preparation of report of subsoil exploration. After performing a preliminary or detailed site investigation, as an engineer make a report should be prepared. As subsoil investigation or exploration report generally has the following section and included on that. So first one, introduction. So introduction means introduction of the project, and second one is scope of site investigation. What is the main scope for conducting a site investigations for the project? Next one, descriptions of a proposed structures. So which structures are going to be done? So it to be detailedly described, and purpose of site investigations. Why we conduct a site investigations. Next one, site recognized details. So site recognized detail means visual examinations of that areas. The data collected from the visual examinations are to be detailedly explained in site recognized details. Next one, site exploration detail such as number, location, depth of borehole, samplings conducted, details, etc. And what are the equipment used, which type of borings are to be made. These are to be conducted in site exploration. Next one, methods performed in site exploration and the result. So method means type of boring and what are the equipment we are used are to be detailedly explained in method. Next, laboratory test and what are the tests conducted on that obtained soil sample by boring method. Next, details of groundwater level positions. So by conducting the tests we can know about the locations of groundwater. So we want to detailedly write about the details of groundwater level and its position. Next, if any recommended improvement method if needed on that area, or recommended type of foundation such as structural details etc. are to be mentioned. And finally, conclusion of that investigations and conclusion of that area. So in this video we have seen about the soil exploration, that is site investigation, and scope and objectives and purpose of investigations, and why we are site investigate, that is purpose of site investigation, and different stages of site investigation. Thank you.